27A, 27B, then keep right at the fork to continue on exit 27B. Keep right at the fork to continue on exit 27B.
What's up, y'all?
Continue for 8 miles.
Just, you know, this road, these highways, it's my come up. When it all come down to it, don't get it twisted. I make the moves for them, but the going there, getting there, I love that. I love it with a passion. And I went to the dentist before I got here in the city of Chicago. For y'all that don't really know, I had to cut my lining of my jaw against my bone because the tooth was laid down in my jaw. Yeah, I had to go through some stuff before I got up here. I checked to make sure that pain medicine was still in there. I ain't let it stop me though. I had already planned this some months ago. Like, I'm gonna go there. I ain't finna turn back around and go home. I'm gonna keep going. You know? It was stuff. And it hurt it. They had to twist that boy up and stuff. I'm like, she said, I ain't say, I was just like, she said, oh, you're a tough one. Yeah. The part of your tooth that be in the bottom of your gum, mine was in the back of my gum because my tooth was long way. Anyway, that don't matter though. This, man, I feel like dropping a video, something drop on the channel, you know, bits and pieces on Instagram and all that. Y'all know how I do it. Facebook. Man. Y'all don't know, I be on my little thrills in life, you know. I be on them. And then even the job that I applied for, they called me back for one of the positions. I applied for 3 different positions. It's all revolving around cars. A lot of cars, high-end cars too. You know, people of class. You know, you wouldn't be there if you're not about something or stand for some type of something. Really, the stuff that I love doing. You know, I love doing. Got some good letters of recommendation. Amazing, from some amazing people. And it's so, life's so misunderstood if you're just doing what you think is the best thing to be doing. Unless it's what you love doing. But if you don't try nothing else just to see where your potential at, you lose yourself so much. So much. You lose yourself. Can't find yourself if you never try yourself. That's just like relationships. You never know what you like until you try. So being closed-minded, saying I'm only doing this, especially if you say you're only doing this whether you like it or not, you devaluing your own self. You deteriorating your brain, your energy. We will in a second, hold on. And so it's just something that where you gotta go for the gusto. You gotta go for make you like inside when you think about it. Make you say, yes, I'm never letting go, I'm going. And it's kind of hard for people to do that because they be so stuck with what's in front of them or what's going on. Not realizing that that's what the world shaped you to be, a follower. No matter if you're the leader, you still have to follow something. You know, and if it's something that, say you hustling per se, hustling, no matter how big you get, you had to run it up and get it to where it's at. So you was a slave to that, which if you read Business in the 21st Century, a small business means slave, you know, to the point to where, yeah, I have a small business too, you know, but I mean, it's more of a hobby, but it's still, if I don't do it, it's going, but it's something I love doing. It's based around vehicles, you know, so that's why I say hustle don't mean I mean something illegal, but yeah, pertaining to goals that work both ways. So if you got yourself stuck in something, because you only chasing the part of it that's working out. Think about everything that you're missing that you wish you could do. And everything don't involve money. I mean, it take money to do things, but everything don't involve money. And there's some stuff you can just sit back and do it for free with no problem and still gain. You know, but yeah, if you want some stuff that costs money, yeah, you gotta work it up. But the point is, don't just get the things and say that's what you wanted. But you gotta basically sell your soul or be stuck doing something to get that. You know, if you could do what you love to get what you love having, or what you love touching or getting in the process of it, would you do it? And to truly understand this, I applied at one of the biggest foreign dealerships that we have in our area, the Peoria area. And they called me back. So, when I broke down to the man, Mr. Levi, about how I look at things and how I think, no matter what I've been through, how it's just like, you gotta go for what you love. You know? You gotta at least try. The worst part of your goals is not trying. Then, once you try, you get turned down, you say you tried. Oh well, you ain't tripping. You can only try again. Try again. Try again. But once that one time you get in there, or if you get in there the first time, congratulations.
In half a mile, continue straight to stay on I-480 West.
Keeping your dream alive is never giving up. The worst thing about never trying is quitting, because you actually got started. You actually got in there. You didn't give it your all, but this is what you loved.
Continue straight to stay on I-480 West.
So, think about that. I'm going to leave y'all with that.
Continue on I-480 West for 5 miles.
I'm going to leave y'all with that, you know. Get back to me. To me, little girls. My baby's right there. They hitters. They don't play no games. I teach them all the knowledge. I teach them. They know the difference between a boss and a worker. But y'all be cool. Chase your dreams and your passions. Don't help people chase theirs. Chase your own. People gonna say you're crazy. They gonna say this and they gonna say that. But how you feel and how they feel. That's why I love all my viewers, the good ones in the bad. When I do make it to the top and they be like, don't read your review, I'm gonna read all my reviews. I got that from Gary Vee though, for real. I'm gonna read them all. Comment on them all. If I get time, comment on all of them. I might even ask the person how they feel, why they feel, and change them through a review. You know? That's how dedicated I am to motivating people and believing that people can really become if they truly have true desires and they're not fulfilling them or chasing them. You know? That's what this world should be. That's what should be preached in church, about your desire that you have inside of you. You know, that is able to do anything. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna let y'all do your own research and figure that part out and all that, you know. Good day, social media family.